All right. So Gonzo Garcia, tell me, what part do you play in this whole thing? The campaign coordinator for solidarity. What does that entail?
Well, it's a lot of things, but it's making sure that they have what they need. Of course, the gear, making sure that they have the gear to lace up the brothers out there. The podcasting scheduling, the event scheduling. It's a lot of stuff, but I tell you the truth, for this late, it's worth it because hey, you know what? You're not getting paid, but you do it because you're proud of what's going on there. You're helping people realize that we could do better as a union, and I'm helping the right guys to do it. So
It's here because you're desperate and we need change. That's why you're here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You're to this point. It's that there is no other negotiation, bro. Tienes una sopa. This is it. You either change it yourself or you keep living in the same rotten hole that you are right now. So it's up to you guys.
Yep.
Carlos, and you're the man that's going to do it for us?
Yes, sir. Look, I'm willing to do everything and what it takes, right? I'm willing to put in the time. I'm willing to do anything it takes to be, the leader of this place. That's the bottom line. You see what we have now, and I know I can do better.
Well, how different is this campaign compared to the other ones?
The other campaign was rushed. I was actually the campaign manager for the last campaign. It didn't fall through, and we actually voted who would be at the top the last time, and I ended up getting voted at the top. And once the guy kind of fell back, that's when we started our campaign. But it was already like 2.5 months towards the end.
Okay.
So it was kind of rushed. We figured, hey, guess what? Let's give them a run for their money, and even if we don't win, as a slate, and they start doing their job, we all win. And that was the mentality of it, right? Since we're already halfway through it and everything changed where, people's, fell apart. That's when I said, you know what? Let's keep going. Let's vote somebody at the top, and it ended up being me. And at the same time, this is what happened this time also. I didn't go up there and say, hey, I want to be at the top. We went to the 4 guys that were running, and I said, okay, who wants to be at the top? Who wants to be at the top of this? Because I look at it as we have 4 solid leaders.
Yeah.
And we are equal in our own, craft, right? So Wayne has been there 35 years at UPS. He's the expert. I'm not going to tell him, hey, I'm number 1. You need to do this. No, he has the right to run it, right? And I'm going to give him my full trust to be like, you know what you're doing. You do that for your members, right? The same thing with Ralph and Mike. Transportation. You guys are the experts on transportation.
Absolutely.
Right? So you guys do it, and you have my blessing to do it to your fullest.
Yeah.
And now it comes to warehousing. I've been a 30-year Teamster. I know from when it ships from the truck from the company to checker, which is, getting all the orders in. I've been a clerk when I know how to receive them. I've been putaways. I've been everything. The whole industry from the when it arrives to when it leaves, I've done it. So I can't be like, hey, get somebody else's opinion on something that I feel like I've been there, right? So at the same time, I'm going to be with the BA from our warehousing and say, okay, so how we're going to tackle this.
And look, and he's sitting right next to you, Ralph. Ralph understands and he says, yeah, all right, you're the winning horse. We got to push you. We're all your team, right?
Yep.
This is our leader, and I have an insane amount of trust in him.
Okay, so where can they vote, and when are these votes due, Ralph?
Where can they vote?
Yeah, where can they vote? Like if they wanted to vote. I'm a member. I want to vote.
The ballots have been sent out.
Ballots have been sent out.
Yeah.
So they just have to put it in their solidarity, send it in. It'll get to a mailbox, and they can drop it off also.
Yeah, it's very self-explanatory if you voted in the past for whatever issues you voted. But it's usually you color in the top single circle or a bubble, and it'll vote for the entire slate.
What if I'm a member and the is it shop stewardess or somebody else
Shop
going?
steward?
Yeah, is going. Hey, give me your votes. Give me your ballots. Give me your ballots.
That's illegal.
So where do I go as a member? If this is happening to me in my shop, if this is happening in my job, I mean, I can't go to the existing administration because they're the ones doing this.
No, but call us and let us
They can
know. And
call
I've
you
given
guys?
them my number.
Yeah?
For you.
Okay, so they can reach out to you guys directly. Hey, guys.
We're still campaigning. We're still going to be going to your work, right?
Okay.
So if you have any issue like that,
Yes.
you can come up to us and say, hey, listen, this is what they're doing, and I think it's going to affect your winning, right?
perfect.
So we can actually guide them and say, hey, do you want to be, we can press charges on them.
Okay.
You want to be our witness. You know what I mean? So then like that, we can stop that.
Okay,
right?
so it is not, it's illegal. It's a crime. They shouldn't be doing that.
Not like
Harvest votes.
Harvesting votes, yeah.
It's illegal.
Just in case this is happening to any of our members, they understand they have rights and they can't do that.
Yeah.
Nobody else can fill out
that form, but
your form, but
Absolutely.
yourself.
Okay,
Right.
Carlos, really quick, clear up everyone, to clear it up for everyone. Carlos, what should members vote for Solidarity slate? Why should they vote for you?
Man, there's a lot of issues that we've had that people, that aren't even in the spectrum of what's going on, they know what's going on, right? There's a lot of stuff out there that, that they're doing that we don't even see, being correct at all.
Mm-hmm.
We need structure. And we need somebody to take, the range and be like, hey, I'm going to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to do that. I could be the bad guy and have to fire somebody that's not doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can be the good guy that's, patting them in the back and say, hey, when you needed those changes and you did them.
Mm-hmm.
You're there for the membership. You're doing it for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to do it for the right reasons. I'm not in it for the title, for the money. I don't want any of that. I want to be able to leave this local stronger than when I found it. That's my vision. I want the youngsters to understand what it is to be a member and what we need from them. And in any situation, how to reach, the next level of your education, right? Because the bottom line to me is I don't care if you've been there 30 years or if you've been there 7 years, right? It's the involvement that you have. You have guys that have been there 20, 25 years that don't even know how to do any of the stuff that a 7-year guy, because he wanted to learn, has learned. So I don't take that into consideration where they say, oh, stand in line or do this or do that. No, if you want to learn, it doesn't matter how long you've been there, come with us and we'll teach you. We'll teach you the way it should be. So then like that, when we retire, I don't have a problem leaving my local as strong as I found it or even stronger.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
And that's a beautiful thing. You can create that culture. You can create that logo and make it welcoming. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like the fact that if I pay for this service, if I pay to be part of this union and I can't even go to the building where my union represents me, do you understand? It's not welcoming. That is not okay. So know that this center, the building where this union is being represented should be a haven for all these employees to come in, not only to get answers, to get help, but to also get educated.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that I was bringing up to your trustees. I said, we shouldn't be scared of the future. We should go hand in hand with it. We should be right there next to AI, training our Teamsters into the future. We're going to show you how to code. We can start providing you classes here. We can start providing you with guidance, any other funding or resources we can provide you. Let's say you want to go back to school and you're over the age of 50 or 60. There's programs out there that this union will help you get from the state. If we can, we'll help you ourselves. What other seminars can you have in the center that makes it welcoming for other members? Even if diabetes. If you bring an expert on diabetes and say, hey, to all our members, come down. We're going to show you how to get on a diet. We're going to help you in a treatment. Any of these small things that you could do to educate your members, I think that's where you should really invest your money in, because that community will appreciate it. Thanks to them, I got rid of my diabetes. Thanks to them, I learned how to code. Thanks to them, they helped me find other jobs. That union is not just here, guys. It's for everybody. And whatever you learn, you take with you. Yeah. You can be part of the union or not. You already learned how to code.
Yep.
I can't take that away from you as a member. Does that make sense?
And yes, we've been a part of something like that at our other local.
That's what I'm saying. It's possible.
And to me is like I was a part of it. We did, cancer walks, Padres contra Cancer.
Yes.
We did, autism walks. We did, and it was all for the membership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't even know there was a huge, community until I got involved in doing that part of it, right?
Yeah.
Because when they came out, I was looking at it like, oh man, I didn't know a lot of Teamsters were doing this. And we were one of the first locals at the time that was doing autism walks. And to me, it was really surprising how many people came the first time. It was over 60 people. By the second year, it was over 200.
Yes, because it is a community, one, that doesn't have a haven where they can speak freely about their experiences. When you have a kid with autism, it's the most devastating thing you can ever go through. And you need a community. And if they're your local union members, even better. And what does that create? Once again, a culture of,
No, you're right.
of
It is
help.
extremely inviting.
Yes, absolutely. But you need to provide that for your members. They need to see that. So
And that's what we're willing to bring.
Yes.
That it's extra work.
Yes.
It's extra work that nobody wants to do at this time. That right there tells you that you have the mentality that this is not a lifestyle, that this is just a job, right? So for us, I mean, everybody that's involved here, they can get a hold of me at any time. Anybody here, they can get a hold of me at any time for the same reason, because if they can't count on me, then how can they believe?
And that's the genius of Carlos.
yes.
Carlos has managed to put together people without really putting a whole lot of time into it. He was able to say, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And he has surrounded himself with a solid circle of people.
Vivian is amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
Trusty,
she's great.
I love her, dude. And once again, same, like you could tell their character, the people they are, they're going to be transparent, and you need those people around you that she can care less if
He's
you like it or
leading
not.
us the right way, the way
You know,
it should be.
But she will tell you what you need, or she'll tell you what she thinks. She won't let you bully her around.
No, and
That's the beauty of this. As a trustee, that's exactly what I need.
The team, I want them to understand that I'm open to suggestions, that I'm open to listen to them. I don't want a bunch of yes people. That's the bottom line. If I get a bunch of yes people that come around me, then it's only going to be my vision. I want everybody's vision. I want part of my vision to be his vision in transportation. I want Gonzo to sit there and say, hey, we did a great job. He's done a great job. And I want people to understand that, hey, even though he's only been here a certain amount of time, but he's willing to put in the time. This is a person that I want to train. I want to train him to go all the way up to whatever he needs to be or where he feels comfortable at being.
But I want you to know that you surrounded yourself with people that are not going to hold back, bro. That's all.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm telling you,
and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay, just as long as, because you're gonna bump heads, because I don't see him budging. I don't see Viviana budging.
No, that like I said, right? So if we bump heads, I might be looking at something 10 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe he might be looking at 1 step ahead, and then I can make him realize that, hey, three steps ahead, you're gonna hit this problem, and you're gonna hit this problem. So if he can tell me like, no, we're not gonna hit this by this and this and this, then I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, let's do it that way. Right.
Okay.
But if I'm wrong in any way, like transportation, I say, I mean, I don't have a class A. So he's the expert there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to listen to him because him and Mike know what's going on. Mike is very knowledgeable on the laws, the DOT and all of that. So when it comes down to it, he can show me and be like, look, this is what it is. And this is how we're going to do it. And I'll be like, you sure? Well, what about this and this and this? You explain it to me. Okay. Now we can explain it to the membership.
That's the most intelligent thing you can do. Get out of the way. Let people that already know how to do it. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just work with it.
You want to give them the best opportunity for the best outcome.
Absolutely.
So you set it up so that we have a favorable outcome. The company has millions of dollars for lawyers, millions, that they can dump on it quickly.
Yeah.
We don't. We're limited.
You have to be
we have to
strategic.
make, very strategic moves in order to have a favorable outcome. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And make sure we service all our members. Make sure that the decisions you guys make as leaders turns out to benefit all our members. At the end of the day,
the ripple effect is forever, sure.
It's come from that. But we've discussed this a million times. We've beat this to the
Dead
ground,
horse.
to dead horse to the ground because obviously not everybody's happy with the leadership that we have now.
Right.
And I want your members to understand, you guys all have a phone.
Right.
And if you don't like what's going on right now, tell your story. Tell them why you need change. I would really want people to go, regardless, we need change because when you tell us as a union, I'm a union member of Local 952, and this is my problem with my rep.
Sure.
Blah, 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 blah. Tag the union. So at least they know this is the problems we're having right now. When you go into office, you know exactly what to attack first. Those people that posted those videos, what's going on? What's wrong, guys? Where did the union fail you that we can now help you?
Yeah.
Send them.
We have places that we've campaigned and they've been in office almost 6 years and they don't know who's in office or anything like that because they've never gone there.
No.
Right? So that's a huge problem.
But imagine if I'm a member and I'm just putting up my complaint with my rep, not the union. I'm not blaming the union. The union's good. I'm blaming my rep, where he is lacking, where the shop steward is not picking up, where this guy is not doing this. Put it up.
Which I like that. That's a good
I
idea.
like that because every
You
member
can
now
post
has a
it.
voice. Every member has a voice. Tag the union.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Now,
Let's start this week. Tag solid.
Taking notes.
Yeah. So look, let's start this week. Any of these videos you want to post, we can post them on Solidarity 952. Tag us, we'll post it.
Yeah,
Why?
if anybody
Because-
has any concerns and they
Exactly.
say, you know what, this whole business is going on with the voting and all this, but I got, a situation right now.
Yes.
He has given out my phone number to transportation people. I give out my phone number. Call me. It doesn't matter what time, what hour. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I want to start doing hit the road running.
Well, there is no calling. We're making it even more simpler for the members. At your own leisure, whenever you want, grab that phone, say what's wrong, and then post it up.
Post it up, yeah.
That's it, because Carlos is definitely going to see that.
Oh, yeah.
And Carlos, when you see those videos, post them up and then give them a response right there so they know they just got to the
He's
president.
gonna
Like,
say, hey, they ratted on you.
No le hace.
You weren't there the other day.
no, le hace. And if it's you, then be transparent and give an explanation why it was you.
Yeah.
But if it's the administration right now, our leadership right now, I want other members to go, maybe they've been nice to you, but look what they do to all these other members. Look at all these complaints. Look at all these videos that are going up now. These are members talking now. I just gave them a voice. I'm just giving them the platform so they can see now. Two things are being here. We're exposing our leadership now. And second, you're being aware of our issues now. So now while you being aware, you can't turn a blind eye to it, Carlos. I'm going to expect you to now step up and answer those videos, meaning tell those people how you're going to help them. Because now they've reached.
If you don't have
And now, no, that's not a problem. I'm not scared of work.
There you go.
That's not a problem.
Yes.
What I want them to do is actually go and vote.
Yes.
That's the key, because
involved.
you need to be picking on the say, hey, look, this is my complaint. You're gonna put it up online and then you're gonna forget to vote.
Oh, no. That's the first question. Did you vote?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Go
then.
ahead and vote, because guess what? This is the only way we can change this.
Exactly. So
I can answer you and tell you what you're gonna do,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if I don't get the position, there's nothing I can do for you except be next to you complaining, because they're not gonna do
that's
what they
why
need to
your
do.
First question to those videos is, did you vote for me?
Yeah,
He
that's
says, no, sorry, I can't help you, buddy.
No, even-
Like,
even-
I mean, if you want to vote
even-
for me, I can tell you exactly what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah.
But right now, you didn't vote for me, so I can't help you.
even then, like as of now,
Yeah.
I've helped many people
Absolutely.
in different industries. That's why I said I don't need a title in order for me to help other people.
But
and
you
it'll
do-
just make it easier.
But you do need that title
No,
because
it would make it easier for me to help them if I
Yes.
had that title.
and
that's
the thing.
what it is.
It helps you maneuver, negotiate. It
Yes.
helps you make those big, tough decisions. You need that title. We need to give
Yes.
you that title for you to make those.
it is essential because
Yes.
the individuals that are there now are not.
Yes, because without this title, we're not going to be
just
able
in
to
the
see
way
change.
right
Yes.
But Carlos, are you really 0-4 like they say?
Yes. Are you 0-4?
Are you 0-4 on these grievances?
I really don't know what they're talking about
no.
because I mean, if they can't keep score themselves, I mean, obviously they're wrong. You know what I mean? They're putting stuff out there that's untrue. It's not facts, right? They're wrong. You're not gonna fucking sit there and say I have 0-4, but you're sitting there reading what somebody else wrote, because he knows me personally. He knows that I was a shop steward at Vaughn's for 7 years. He knows that I worked for the IBT. He knows that I worked, for Local 630.
Yes.
He knows all of this stuff, but he's just reading what he's been fed, right? So that's like Gonzo telling me, Carlos, just read this part. And I know it's wrong. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I feel like, hey, if you know that you're wrong, don't even read it.
Yes.
Because you're already lying.
Absolutely.
So that's the way I look at it. Like, I'm not going to go after somebody, with lies. And that's why, when we say, hey, we're coming up to you with facts, we're coming up to you with everything, I'm not scared to call you out on it because I know what I'm talking about.
At the end of the day, listen, anybody that's attacking you personally or your reputation, stuff like that, it's because they're lacking on their own representation. Somebody that's done a great job wouldn't even worry. A person that's done their job, they go, look, man, if my best wasn't enough, then I shouldn't be here. But the fact that their best wasn't there, the fact that they didn't give it, that's where the worriness comes. That's where we go, oh, we did not do what we said we would do. Oh, we didn't, there's a lot of shortcomings here. We didn't deliver. That's why they're worried. That's why they're panicking.
And we are there now.
But it really comes down to, though, is that they didn't get their way.
Yes.
They wanted to merge, and we said we're good. And now they say all these.
It's not so much that we said we're good. We actually gave them 3 positions that they could have gotten, but they chose not to. They wanted different positions that couldn't be worked out. So that's one of the things that said, you know what? Oh, you guys aren't even talking to me about that? No, we gave them different options, but they chose not to, join us, right? So to me, it's like, look, I wouldn't have offered anything that I wouldn't have taken myself. So if I looked at it, if I was in those shoes, I would have taken it.
But if that is your big concern, then I don't want it either.
Right.
It like what kind of, like I told you guys, you're coming in to serve this community. You're not here to glorify. You're not going to be glorified. You're not going to be better than anybody else. So why does it matter what position you got? If you're here to service, you can say whatever you need. I just want to help.
And that's why the 4 leaders that we have now, I want to give them where, hey, you're the top guy at this. You're the top guy at this. And you're the top guy in this craft. I'm not sitting there saying, hey, I'm the leader. No, they chose me to be at the top. But guess what that means? If anything goes down, I'm the one responsible for it.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that.
Every company has a CEO.
Absolutely.
But you have your CFOs.
Yes.
COOs.
Yes.
People that are in charge of certain things.
And some of them go to Coldplay concerts and get caught. But
Yeah, no kidding.
Is a union involved there?
I'll represent them.
All right. So let's wrap this up, guys. Let's wrap this up. Any last thoughts before the big election? Anything you want to tell our members before we wrap this up?
Look, what I want is I want everybody to hold us liable to everything we've said. Vote. Solidarity slate. Let's turn this page, man. Let's get this new slate in there. Let's
and hold us accountable for everything.
Let's get going, man. Let's start with the running. You know what I
Voice
mean?
is your vote. Remember, you got no voice if you don't vote. So your voice is your vote. Vote.
We're putting it out there. Like I said, we put ourselves out there to be talked about, to anything in that nature, right?
Yeah.
But all you have to do is vote.
Yeah.
And we're putting it out there. We're putting ourselves out there for that reason. I know they've latched out against, all of us at a time. So to me, it's worth it because we're going to go in there and make a change.
Okay. Being insane or insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a change.
Yes.
If you're going to do the same thing over and over again, there's not going to be any change, guys. You want to expect some change? You need to change. You need to bring new blood in. You're expecting the same results. I mean, something different when you're doing the same exact thing.
Let's make the union work as hard as its members. That's it.
That's it.
Work hard. Work hard for the members. That's it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Richard.
Good luck on that.
Thank you, Richard.
Good job. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. You guys really schooled me. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Vote.